going to be a 30-minute Vinyasa flow class. If you want to come to the top of the mat, we're going to do what's called a ladder flow today. And so I just want you to find your feet. Find a little space between your toes. Kind of squeeze your hips slightly forward. Draw your shoulders back. Stand as tall as you can and just let your fingers hang down by your side. And start to cultivate your Ujjayi breath. So you're going to breathe in through the nose, kind of making a little bit of a noisy sound on your exhale. And just start checking in, seeing how you feel. Now there's a lot going on right now. And so if you can put everything aside, every worry aside, everything that you might have to do. We have a lot of things on our list, a lot of things that we are planning on doing, that we need to do. And if you can give yourself 30 minutes to just do nothing but your practice. And so putting everything aside, maybe taking the hands to the heart, thumbs pressed to the chest, and set an intent for your practice. Maybe set a dedication or a prayer to the world for answers, healing, quick resolution, steadfast attention to detail, patience, understanding, and community. And then when you're ready, just bring your arms down. We're going to bring our big toes to touch. Reach and extend the arms up. Lengthen as much as you can. Maybe the palms come together, shoulders press back. Exhale, swan dive, fold forward. Or take the hands right into the heart and let the head come down. And just stay here for a breath or two. Maybe move or pedal out the feet a little bit. Kind of checking into how you feel. Feel the head move a little side to side, maybe making a figure eight. On your inhale, gazing forward halfway. And then exhale on this first one, put your hands down, step back out into your plank pose. So pressing your shoulders back, kind of pull your heels back and pull your shoulders right over your wrist. See if you can lengthen and kind of pull everything up. Press through the tops of the shoulders, letting the arms get really long. And see if you can start extending yourself forward a little bit. Bend your elbows, pull your elbows back behind you and slowly lower your belly down with your lengthen the legs. On your inhale, just pull your chest up, keep your hips down, roll your shoulders back, find your cobra. Kind of press into your pinky toes and then lowering down. We're going to do that one more time, so just inhale. Stretching the heart forward. Exhale. Curl your toes. Press back into your child's pose for a moment. Extend your fingers forward and think about pulling your bottom back away from your hands. So getting not only length, but kind of putting a little bit more pressure into the toes. So you can separate all the toes. Maybe start moving the body a little side to side. In your next inhalation, slowly come up and then press yourself back into your downward facing. Scissor pedal at your feet a little bit. Checking in, seeing how you feel. On this next one, rise up on your toes. Take a big step forward with the right foot. Big step forward with the left. Exhale, bow. And on your inhale, roll it up a vertebra at a time. Super slow. Reach and extend the arms up. Press the shoulders back. Exhale, take your hands to your heart. Inhale. Draw your shoulders back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, gaze forward halfway. Exhale, walk or jump back, plank or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, pressing back into your downward facing. And as you're in your downward facing, press your weight, maybe the toes come just a little bit closer together, and press your weight into your left leg. Lift your right leg high, open your hip to the right, bend your knee, flex your foot, and try to keep your shoulders stacked over the mat. So we're keeping the shoulders level. Try to lift that knee up a little bit more and see if you can move out the ankle and roll it both directions. Let's bring that knee towards the nose, round your spine, puff up the back a little bit and pull your back body back. On your inhale, find your three-legged. Exhale, round. Inhale, three-legged dog. One more, exhale, round. Inhale. Pull your knee in towards your ribs and slowly as you can, step your foot between your thumbs. Bring your left knee down. We're just going to find a little lunge here. Reach the arms up. And take a moment, maybe the arms come out towards the side, interlocking the fingers so you can stretch the heart up a little bit, pull the shoulders back. And when you're ready, releasing the hands down, curl your toes on the left and slowly step the right foot back. We're going to do the same right leg. So inhale the right leg. Bring the right knee over towards the right shoulder, maybe pressing to the top of the shoulder. And then inhale, come back three-legged dog. Bring it back into the shoulder. Inhale. Last one. Pressing back in towards the shoulder. Hover there for 3. Lift that heel. 2 and 1. Pressing it back. We're going to crisscross. Bring that knee across the body so you can touch the tricep on the left. Inhale, back, center. Exhale, tricep. Inhale, center. Last one. Exhale, we're going to hold this. Stay here for 3. Lift the heel. 2 and 1. Bring that leg out. And then slowly lower the foot down. Ripple yourself forward into your plank. Lower down through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, pressing back, downward facing. Stay here for a breath or 2. Maybe pedaling out. If you're able to find stillness at this point, find stillness. Draw the shoulders back, pull the navel in. Bring your toes a little closer together. Push your weight into the right leg. And then open the left hip towards the left side. Try to keep the shoulders level. So push a little bit more weight into that left arm. And open that knee a little bit more higher. So you can bring it up a little bit more. And then roll the ankle out. When you're ready, square your hips back over the mat. Bring your knee towards your nose. Round your spine. Pull your back body back. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, round. Inhale, three-legged. One more. Exhale, round. Inhale. Bring your knee in towards your ribs, and as much as you can, puff up and slowly bring your foot between the thumbs. Bring the left knee down. Inhale the arms. Find that little lunge. Maybe uncurl the back toes. Pull your shoulder blades back. Get off your hands for a moment. If you need to roll out the wrists, feel free to do that. You're going to bring those arms out to the side. Flip the palms. And this time take the other thumb on top. Lift the heart. Open. Extend the chest. Pull the shoulders back. And sometimes when I do that, I'm not sure which thumb it is, so I just have to see which one feels a little different. When you're ready, bring your hands down, curl your back right toes, and then glide your left leg slowly back. Ripple forward, chin in towards your chest, and then ripple so the shoulders stack right over the wrists. Maybe bring the shoulders towards the fingers. Bend your elbows, wrap your triceps back, slowly lower down chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing, pull your heart, your hips forward, lengthen your arms, chin up, exhale, press back, downward facing. We're going to bring that same left leg up. So open the left leg, open the hip a little bit, rise up onto the right toes, and then bring that left knee over towards that left shoulder. Inhale, pressing back. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, we're going to hold this one. So bring that left knee in towards the shoulder. Try to lift the heels. Stay here, 3 and 2. And 1. Bring it back. We're going to crisscross it over to the right side. Touch the tricep. Inhale. Take it back. Exhale. Find that twist. Inhale. Extend. Last one. Hold this. And then try to lift that heel a little bit. 3 and 2 and 1. Bring it back to the center. When you're ready, bring the leg down. This time, walk the hands in towards your feet. Take your hands back towards your feet. Grab on your toes. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, fold. And kind of pull your inner thighs out. Let your elbows hang out. Let your ears hang down. Pull your shoulders back away from your ears so you can find a little bit of space. Inhale, gaze forward towards the top of your mat. And then really slowly start to walk there. Press yourself into your downward facing. Bring your toes a little closer together. Bend your knees, gaze towards the front of your mat. On your inhale, walk or jump forward. And exhale, back. Inhale, lift the arms out to the side. Reach and extend the arms up. Exhale, take your hands to your heart and just stay here for a moment. Kind of check in. See how you're feeling. Pull the shoulders back. Let your hands come down by your side. We're going to find our Utkatasana. So bend your knees, just sweep your arms up. Exhale, take your hands to your heart, dive forward, tailbone lift, head comes down. Inhale, gaze forward, lengthen. Exhale, walk or jump back, plank or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to bring that right leg up on your inhale, knee towards your nose, lightly step between your thumbs. Swivel into your warrior two. So take the back leg out and just stand right into your warrior two. If you need to take it out a little bit more, you can reach the arms. We're going to bring that right arm up, lift the arm up towards the sky. Now bringing that right arm forward, you're going to pivot on your back leg. So you're going to reach that right arm down and then swing the left arm forward. And you're going to switch. Bring yourself so you're facing over towards the other side. Right arm is going to come back through, pivot on that heel, and then find your exalted pose, bend generously into the right knee. When you're ready, take the right arm down, left arm follows. Round your back a little bit, pick up your legs, step back, downward facing. Ripple forward into your plank, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, pressing back, downward facing. Left leg comes up. Knee towards nose, round your spine. Exhale. Step between your thumbs, pivot on the back leg, warrior two. If you need to take it out a little bit more, you can, but remember you're going to switch. So you're going to bring that back arm in. So we're going to slowly start to transition, rise up on your back toes, finding a little balance. Reach the right arm forward, left arm comes back, bend into that left knee. Reach yourself back and open up into your exalted pose, reaching back. And then taking yourself back into your warrior two. I forgot that exalted, so let's take the second one, reaching back here. And when you're ready, sprinkle your fingers forward, cartwheel, take them both down, round your back up a little bit, and lightly step back, downward facing. Chin in towards your chest, ripple forward, find your plank, hover here for 3, and 2. And like bend your knees, kind of tilt your tailbone back, glide back into your downward dog. This time we're going to find our chaturanga, so shift forward, inhale. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing. Pull your chest forward as far as you can and pull your shoulders back. So you can gaze over your right shoulder. Coming back to the center, gaze over the left. Back to the center. Curl your toes, pressing your toes back. Pull your hips forward 1 more second. And then push back into your downward facing dog. Stay there for just a few breaths. Try to keep a little bit wider stance on your downward dog. So your heels are pushing back. See if you can lift your arches, maybe pushing into the big toes, pinky toes. Keep the arms level with the ears. We'll stay here 1 more breath. And when you're ready, you're going to bring your big toes to touch. Rise up on your toes, bend your knees. On your inhale, sweep your hips up. Lightly walk or jump to the front of your mat. Exhale, down. Inhale, reach and extend the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, hands find the heart. Utkatasana. So sweep the arms up. Bend, fold forward. On your inhale, gaze forward, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, walk or jump back, plank or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Chin in towards chest, press back, downward facing. Right leg comes up, inhale. Knee towards the nose, round your spine. Again, we're going to find that warrior two. So take it right into your warrior two. Right hand comes up, exalt your pose. And then remember, right hand comes back. We're going to pivot that left hand around. So left arm is going to slowly reach around, find that twist. So you can take the left palm up and find an exalted pose. Push into your right knee, maybe gaze over your right shoulder. Pull your heel back, squeeze your inner thighs. Reach and extend your arms back out, twisted warrior two. And then find your traditional warrior two. Right arm comes back up, reach up. And then cartwheel forward. Right hand comes down, left hand comes down. Rotate, puff up a little bit, knee towards nose, kick the heel in, hold. And then shift back, downward facing, step down. Inhale, forward plank pose. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, chin towards chest, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg comes up. Knee towards nose, round your spine, step between your thumbs. Pivot on your back heel, come up, warrior two. Turn the palm up. Inhale, exalt your pose. Exhale, find your twist. So you're going to find that right arm forward, left arm back, and really stretch the left knee forward as you pull the right heel back. See if you can exalt it. So right hand comes up and reach your fingers back and see if you can start to pivot and take your gaze towards the back heel. Keep pushing into that left knee, squeezing the hips in. And then when you're ready, take that right hand out and find traditional warrior two. Whew. Take the left hand up. Inhale, exalt your pose. And exhale, sprinkle the fingers forward. Round your back. Kick your heel towards your bottom. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Step back, downward facing. Inhale, plank. Bend your knees, tilt your tailbone, push back, downward dog. Try to get the heels down on this one. We're going to do it one more time. So rise up in your toes, come all the way forward into your plank. This time we're going to find kind of a planche. So your planche is, you're going to bring it forward a little bit and see if you can keep extending up onto your toes. Stay here, 3, 2, 1. Come back onto the toes, slowly lower the belly all the way to the earth. Uncurl the toes. So we're going to take those arms back. I want you to lift the shoulders. Squeeze the inner thighs, so the inner thighs actually rotating up a little bit, and pull the arms back. Squeeze the legs up, find your locust pose. So Shalabhasana. Keep squeezing the legs together. See if the big toes can touch. Turn the inner thighs down. Stay here for 3. Pull the shoulders back for 2. And 1. Take the hands down, curl the toes. Find child's pose. Reach the arms forward. Move the body a little side to side. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Push yourself up into your table. Curl your toes, press back, downward facing. On your inhale, rise up on your toes, gaze between your thumbs, walk or jump forward. Exhale, bow. This time we're going to come into our chair pose. Bend your knees. Reach and extend your arms up. Sink down into your chair, push your heels back. Take your hands to your heart. Right elbow is going to come towards the left. And try to bring the thumbs towards the center of your chest. Gaze up towards the ceiling. Pull the belly button in. Now see if you can plant your right hand down. And if you can't get it down all the way with it hooked, take it a little bit in front. You're going to push your weight into your left foot. And I want you to step back with the right leg. So we're finding that little bit of a twist. So you can bring the hand to the inside, and that left arm is going to come up. Maybe gaze to the outside of that thumb. Stay here, a breath. When you're ready, gaze down towards your left toes. Shift your weight into your left leg. See if you can kick your right heel in towards your bottom. Bring your knee in, find your chair. Reach and extend the arms up. Sink down a little bit more. Take your hands to the heart. Bring that left elbow over towards the right side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sink into your chair. You're going to gaze up. If you can, you're going to take that left hand down towards the ground, right arm comes up. So find a little position, a little help if you need it. That hand might come forward if you need it. We're going to step the left leg back, so shift your weight into the right leg. And kind of lift your heel and step back. You can always adjust the arm once you get into position. Pull your left heel back, pull your right knee slightly forward, squeeze your shins towards each other, and kind of push your right hip in towards your left hip. Gaze up towards your thumbs. Stay here for a breath. Gaze down towards the toes. Shift your weight into the right heel so you can start kicking the left heel in towards your bottom. When you're ready, bring that knee back in nice and slow. Inhale the arms. I know, sink down. Take your hands to your heart. Dive forward, tailbone left, head comes down. Remember, this is only 30 minutes. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, bow. Take your hands down to the mat. We're going to inhale one more time. And then exhale, walk or jump back, plank or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing, press through the arms. Exhale, chin towards chest, downward facing. Right leg comes up. Knee towards nose, round your spine, step between your thumbs. Find that warrior two. So open into your warrior two. Remember, we're still building onto this. So that knee comes out. I'm going to bring that right arm up, exalt your pose. And walk your fingers back, keep pushing into the right knee. When you're ready, right arm comes forward, and I'm going to swing this back left arm on your exhale, twist. Pull your knee forward, reach your heel back. Keep stretching the legs in the opposite direction. So you can take that right arm and pull the left arm up. Exalt the pose, squeeze the inner thighs. When you're ready, both arms come back out, and then spiral back into your warrior two. Reach the right arm up, re-exalt that pose, and this time straighten out the right leg. Left hand is going to grab onto the wrist. Pull it back. Now I'm going to reach both arms forward, finding Trikonasana, but try to hold your Trikonasana. Finding what looks a little like a halo. So your arms are over your head. Maybe extend the arms forward. Keep the legs as straight as you can and square the hips. Stay here for 3. And 2. And 1. Inhale the arms. Rebend the knee, warrior 2. Right hand comes down, left hand follows. Round the back a little bit. Kick your right heel towards your bottom. Hold here now. 4, 3, 2, 1. Step back down dog. Ripple forward into your plank. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Chin towards chest, downward facing. Left leg comes up. Knee towards nose. Round your spine, find that warrior 2. Inhale, take the arms out. And remember, find a warrior 2 that's not going to be too far. My last one was pretty far. Left arm comes up, inhale, reach. Push into the left knee, draw your shoulder down. And then as you spiral, think about that left arm coming down and the right arm is going to come over and squeeze that right hip slightly forward and pull the left knee forward. So you can take it into an exalted pose. Right arm comes up and maybe that left hand comes towards the back leg. Gaze anywhere that you can that's comfortable, finding this balance. When you're ready, right arm comes back down, spiral back into your warrior 2. Exalt your pose, reach that left arm up. Straighten out your left leg, grab with your right hand, pull back. So get that really nice stretch on your left side body. And then start to stack your hips one over the other, stack your shoulders, and extend your arms out, find your halo. Maybe separate the hands and keep sinking yourself down, but never turning the body down. So keep that right shoulder over the left. Soft bend in the knees, pull the heels towards one another, so you're really working the inner thighs. On your inhale, lift up, rebend, find warrior 2. Left arm comes down, right arm comes around, rotate. Round as much as you can. We're going to pull heel towards bottom, so left heel comes in, 4, 3, 2, One step back, downward dog. Ripple forward, inhale. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, pressing back, downward facing. So we've got that Chaturanga. We're going to stay here for a breath. Try to push your heels down, lengthen your arms, pull your belly button in. See if you can tilt your tailbone up just a little bit more, almost tilting your pubic bone towards the tops of your thighs. Tilt your belly button in and kind of squeeze it also towards the tops of your thighs, roll your shoulders back. See if you can lengthen your arms. This is your arms are actually growing here a little bit, and spread your toes as much as you can. On your inhalation, rise up on your toes, shift yourself forward into your plank hold. Lift up as high as you can. We're going to bend our knees, tilt your bottom back, and just press back into your downward dog. We're going to find that planche. So I want you to rise up on your toes, pull yourself all the way forward, and see, can I pull my shoulders beyond the fingers? Maybe just on the tips of the toes. Stay here, 3. And 2. And 1. Press the toes back. Bend the elbows and slowly lower all the way down. Nice. Release the legs. Taking yourself back. So squeeze your pinky toes down. Let your inner thighs rotate back. And see if you can take your fingers out a little bit. Tent the fingers. Pull the elbows out. Now inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, pull your heart forward. Squeeze your inner thighs. So you can lift the legs. Squeeze the big toes. Come up a little bit more. And release the hands. Take the hands back behind you. Right thumb on top of left. Inhale. Keep lifting. Stay here, 5. And 4. 3. I know these are hard. They never get easier. 2. And 1. Lower down. On your toes. Press back, child's pose. So deserved, this one. Breathe in through your nose. Side out. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. And just stay here for another breath, kind of checking in how you feel. On your next inhalation, roll forward. Wrists and shoulders aligned. Curl your toes, press back into your downward dog. Try to press the heels back. We're going to bring our big toes to touch. Rise up on your toes, bend your knees, walk or jump forward towards the front, find chair. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, finding that Utkatasana, reaching your arms out. So we're going to go into that one as well. I'm going to shift my weight back into my heels. Keep my arms up. Press back as far as you can. Take the hands down to your heart. Right elbow catches to the outside of the left knee and try to keep the knees into alignment. On your next inhalation, get your ribs really high and then exhale, sink into it, maybe gaze up. And you can spread the heels a little bit, spread the toes so you have a little bit of balance. See if you can open the arms and try to take that right arm down. Now, if you're like me, you might have to hook it a little bit. Maybe the fingertips are all that's touching, that's okay. Keep the left arm reaching up, keep the ribs really long. Push your weight into the left foot, kick your right heel towards your bottom. Now, as slowly as you can. So you can step back for 3. And 2. And 1. Plank the foot back. Find that twist, gaze up on your inhale. Exhale, deepen your twist, pull that shoulder back. See if you have 1 more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Gaze down towards your toes. Shift your weight into your heel, the ball of the foot. Keep the toes light, but ground into the big toe. Lift the right leg. And just like you did, 3, pull it in. 2, 1, lift the rib cage up, bring the knees together, and then step the right foot next to the left. Inhale, reach the arms forward. Let's find a little dive. So take the head down. Check in how you feel. What's going on? Move the head a little side to side. On your inhale, we are almost done. Bend your knees. Reach and extend your arms out. Sink your hips back. Reach your hands down. We're at the home stretch. Left elbow comes over. Inhale, lift the ribs. Take the gaze up, sink down a little bit more, and try to push the weight into your heels, big toes, spread the toes. Pull the inner thighs in towards one another, and see if you can start planting that left hand down. And take it to the outside of the tricep. Right arm comes up. So every time you do this, you might find a little bit more of a twist. Gaze back down. See if you can pull the left heel in towards the bottom. Push the weight into the right foot. Lift the arch and keep that leg reaching back. And see if you can find 3. And 2. And 1. Press the foot down. Keep opening. Lift the ribs up a little bit and pull your left heel back as you pull your right knee forward. So that counterbalance, kind of oppositional forces, really gives us a lot of stability. Reach up, see if you can lift up. 1 more breath. And then exhale, gaze back towards your toes. Try not to grip with the toes. Shift your weight into the right leg and see, can you slowly start to lift the left heel in. Lifting it in. Find that in for 3. And 2. And 1. Lift the knee in as much as you can. Try to bring the knees together and then slowly take the toes down. Inhale, spiral back to the center. Exhale, dive forward. Take the head down. Shake your head back and forth. Turn your toes out to the side. Come into your malasana. And if you don't have a malasana, that's okay. You can walk the heels out a little bit. You can even be up on the elbows. Just stay here for a few breaths. If you have a deeper malasana, so you can start facing the toes forward a little bit and draw your shoulders back. And even wiggle your shoulders, kind of like you're in a straitjacket, getting any tension that you still have in the back of the ribs. When you're ready, you're going to bring those heels as close as you can together, and I want you to lower down onto your bottom. See if you can take your toes down. Press your feet a little bit away. And on this one, I want you to curl into yourself. We're going to go down on the count of 5. So see, can you separate your knees a little bit? Squeezing those knees is kind of a cheat. So keep, pressing down, chin in towards your chest, super slow, lowering down. When you're ready, reach your arms out and just take a moment, grab onto your knees, pull your knees a little side to side. If you have a few rolls back and forth, taking notice. When you're ready, just taking one leg out, other leg out, finding your shavasana. And if you're as exhausted as I am, I recommend you stay here for as long as you need. Thank you so much for this quick 30-minute practice. Sometimes when we don't have a lot of time for a full hour or an hour and a half of anything, the quick practices can be really effective, really opening, really detoxing. And so if you liked this